got to play a Sanctuary, an Ark Nova game. Now, in this house, Ark Nova is a huge hit. And so this game is a sweeter, simpler version of Ark Nova. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, because board games are amazing, and that's what we do here at Legends of Nirvana. Now, Randy, tell us a little bit more about Sanctuary.
All right, so this game is a 2025 release. We actually were supposed to have got to demo it at Gen Con, but there was some confusion about where they were playing it at, and the hotels were confusing us even further because we were asking what room it was in, and they were sending us all over the place. So by the time we discovered it was over at the museum, of all places, we were like, okay, we missed out on this opportunity. But as soon as it came out, I definitely picked it up. It's a board game, got a Board Game Geek rank of 2188 and a rating of 7.7. It plays 1 to 5 players, average length of 40 to 100 minutes. Probably it's based upon how many player counts you have got, but it goes pretty fast. Age 12 and up. Design by Matthias Wig. Art is by Dennis Lohausen, Christoph Tisch, and Felix Wormke. Published by lots of different companies, but Capstone Games is the one that's the U.S. distributor, but Fuhrland Spiel is the designer. And they also, I guess, had Cranio Creations involved. Game you like by them, Lorenzo.
I love me some Lorenzo. We don't play that game enough.
The mechanisms are action queue, hand management, hexagon grid, open drafting, set collection, solo and solitaire game, tile placement, and variable setup. So the MSRP on Sanctuary is $59.95. Is currently out of stock pretty much everywhere. We got it at Card House, and their price for the sale price is $52.95. There's on at Game Nerds, it's actually $47.97, again out of stock, and Atomic Empire has it for $47.99, again out of stock. So
yeah, so if you want it,
you might be able to get it directly from Capstone, but you'll be paying the MSRP then.
Which you do, you boo.
Yeah.
So fair enough. So let's get into quality of components. So this one's a little bit differently. There is no cards, right? So
well, you got tiles that represent your cards.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
yeah.
right? You get tiles instead, and then you do get action tiles, just like you had action cards. This time you have action tiles on your board as well. All right. So overall, you do get a little tray to put your tiles on, so you can see them beautifully.
And it holds 6, which is your upper limit to how many you can have at the end of your turn.
Yes. So overall quality components, it is a lot of cardboard. I'm probably going to give this I'll give it a 6.5. I mean, it's just cardboard. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's there's not a lot to it as far as the components. It is all cardboard, and then the tile holders is the nicest piece, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Very Scrabble-esque. Yeah, I think 6.5 is probably a fair score for quality because there's just not that much to it.
Yeah. So moving on to the theme. The theme, obviously, is you've got a zoo, and you're trying to put some animals in your zoo. And what I thought was interesting that this one added is that you needed like wild zones for some of the bigger animals, which makes a lot of sense. So that's actually an aspect that I thought was more felt real about it. Now, the only thing I'm sad about is that there were certain the wild locations had to be, it wasn't just, you have to have 2 wild locations touching it. No, you had to do these 2 touching it.
Actually, I thought that was a neat idea. I mean,
I think it's neat. I also think it's very troublesome just because of what I was having to deal with. But so that was actually a more realistic component to it. And that the fact that the tiles actually had the animals on it felt more realistic too than the actual.
Cards have the animals.
Yes, but you don't see it on your board. Where this, you actually see your different animals on your board.
Yeah.
So I thought that actually helped with the theme a little bit. So Overall, I mean, again, and the art is beautiful, just like it was, last time, is having pictures of these beautiful animals on there. So for theme, I'm probably gonna give this an 8. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to it. The art is, basically stock photos, basically the same type of thing Terraforming Mars has. I do like the layout of the board. That's an illegal placement, by the way.
Only because it's not touching the center.
Exactly. It's got to start from one of the roads, or entranceways, so you'd have to have tiles. Sure. Yeah, just place them wherever you want. Okay, so yeah, I mean, and I like the fact that you get abilities by reaching certain destinations on here. I think that that was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it feels just like Ark Nova Light. It makes you want to play Ark Nova if if you haven't. It's a good introductory way to learn Ark Nova, actually. And I like it's animals. I mean, you can't go wrong with animals. And it does add the whole gender matching mating into it.
It does.
Which I thought that was kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'll give it I don't know if I can qualify as an 8. I don't know if there's enough art to it to make it an 8. I'll give it a 7.
Okay, all right. So moving on to the actual rulebook. Randy, how was that?
Well, there's 2 books. One is the rulebook, and the other is the glossary. The nice thing about the rulebook is it is 8 pages long.
Short and sweet.
Yes, as opposed to the Ark Nova one, which is like 20 or 30 pages. So this was very easy to learn. And honestly, once you've read it through it, all you'll need is this little card. It has everything on it.
Which is what I'm all about.
Yes.
Give me those short little instructions and I'll wing it the rest of the way.
So this side has all the actions and the order that you do them on your turn. On the other side, it has the different icons that are on your board that you can unlock when you reach them. And also on the cards, the tiles, the cards I call them, but the tiles, if you flip them over, what you get on the other side, the icons there. The glossary has details about, well, first of all, it's got the component list on it, but also it's got details on every icon you're going to find. And we had no questions once we found this, really. Everything was in here. So that was very handy to have. I wish there was one of these for everybody, but we had to look it up. Basically, one person was a designated looker-upper, which was me. So, yeah, I mean, it has everything you're going to need. I think they did an excellent job getting you into this game quickly, and I'm going to give it a 9.
Okay. All right. So, moving on to the actual gameplay. So, one, I'm always going to take a tile within the range that I can possibly do it. So right now my tile range is only a level 1, so that means I can take the first one here. Super exciting. All right.
You wouldn't have those 2 tiles yet, or
Randy, I'm just taking my turn.
Okay.
I don't need you in my business. All right. So that one's not going to wait till the end of our turn. Second thing is I'm going to perform an action. So I have some actions over here that I can choose. So I can play one animal with a habitat of a forest or undefined here, rock and water. They're all on the starting level. However, I don't really have anything I can play right now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to spin this and just take 2 tiles from the pile, just so I can try to get some semblance of what I'm doing with this.
All of the cards except for the one that has basically the indicator to tell you, it's the project card, but it tells you where your leveling is. We'll have where you can just draw 2 off the top of the tile. So now we would backfill, and technically we wouldn't have moved these down until this point. So again, it's just like Miranda, I have to take the first one, which I can barely reach. And then I get to choose an action to place it. This one has a mountainous region, which is, I've got it right now at level 2, but I've got a level 4 tile, so I can't play that either. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the one at the end and push these over. And I'm going to take 2 off the top of the pile here. So this is a good way to build up your tiles to try to figure out what kind of strategy based upon what you got and what's on the board out there.
All right, so now my tile range is at 2, so I can actually pick from 1 to 2. I am going to pick up a turtle because they're the love of my life. I love some turtles. All right, and then I have to take an action. So
That was the love of your life. I guess I'm kind of old like a turtle, so.
Right.
Okay.
We're talking about animals, Randy. All right, so what I need to do, I'm trying to figure out if I have something to play for you guys.
If you don't, I do.
Okay, that sounds great. Ooh, I can play a toucan. So I am going to play this wonderful toucan of mine. He's going to go here. So I am at a level 4. This is a level 3, so I'm okay to go. So this toucan, there you go. He is a rock from the Americas, and he's obviously a birdie. So I've got him now downplayed. Now, so I did that action. Then I can play a building if I have it. So I actually do not have a building I can play yet. Then I can support a conservative objective. Now, conservative objectives, they're over here. And basically, if I do these things, I can actually upgrade my cards. So,
or you can score. There's the ones that flip your cards, and then there's the gold card tiles.
Oh yeah, the conservative objectives over here. Here's a list of icons. So for example, I did get a bird and a earth, but I only have, like, the lowest is a 2+, and I only have one of those. But it does mean I am building that towards that direction, which is great. And then over here, I'm asking myself, do I have 2 projects? Do I have one of these complete? I don't. I do not have enough of these icons. And then I have 3 in a row. So I can't play any of those yet. So that means I can't upgrade any of my cards, and so now it's the end of the turn. Now it's going to be refilled, and Randy is going to take his turn again.
So I can go up to level 2 now as well.
Ooh, there's a cool project, Randy.
What's that building at the beginning? So,
oh, rock area. With 4 rock area, it's 8 victory points next to 4 rocks.
Okay. Or I can get a project, and the project gives me. What's that one say? Oh, it's the Bronx Zoo. But it says Partner Zoo America.
Yep.
So every time you play an America tile, you can basically decrease the power level you need by 2.
Yep.
I will take that.
No, I wanted it. Randy Wilson.
Now, I am at level 4 with my plant animals, and I happen to have a level 4 leopard, or jaguar I should say. And I don't, did you mention about the entranceway and the fact that you have to connect the first tile to the path?
That's what he just said.
Yeah, so you put it, there's 3 entrance possibilities. You can put it any one of them. Now this one does have the sex type on it, so this one is looking for its partner. So if I find another jaguar that's the opposite sex, I can put them next to one another, and it gives me a bonus. So they have to be next to each other, though. So I'm going to play it there, and it says immediately draw 3 tiles from the pile and keep an animal. So.
Ooh, draw 3, pick 1. Yeah,
cool if I could draw a jaguar.
Are you going to get that lucky is the question.
No, I am not.
Oh. Honey, you couldn't place it there. It has to have a wild zone.
Oh, you're right. It does. I got to put it here because there's a wild zone there. That's perfect. Okay. Thank you.
You be trying to cheat up in here. This is why we can't have nice things.
I don't like any of these. Okay. Oh, that's got to be an animal. I can't draw any of these. It's got to get 2 projects in a building.
Oh, put them aside.
Those are gone. Discard.
And those are our timing mechanisms. So
yeah,
he just shortened the game.
There's 3 ways to end the game. One is burning through all those tiles, which is much more likely when you're playing with a larger group because there's less or more people. Well, I haven't finished my turn yet, did I? Yeah, I guess I did. So the second way is by somebody filling their entire board, and the third way is by somebody completing all of their bonus objectives, which is the ideal way to do it, as far as the conservations.
I'm going to, so my tile range, so I'm going to play a project. I'm going to get to play a level 3 project, which goes over here for some herbivores. Alright. Actually, I'm going to go up here. Alright. And that's my turn, Randy.
Alright.
Now again, So we did the 2 always. There's still those possibles of build a building if you have the capability, do the conservative action, do the, upgrade your thing if you've done that. We just don't have those opportunities yet because it's kind of an early start of the game.
All right, so I'm going to take this petting zoo animal.
Ooh.
This has got a wild icon. You can actually play it with any of the animal cards. So I will use this. Let's see, I will use this one at the end to bump this up to the top, and then I will place this one over here. So I got a petting zoo right as you come in on the right side.
Nice.
So hopefully the jaguar doesn't get loose and decide to get hungry.
What are you doing? Okay. You done?
Yeah, I guess. I think I said that was an herbivore, but obviously jaguars are not herbivores, so
they're predators.
They live in the plains and the grass.
Yep. So I am back to tile 1, so that means I have so many options.
Oh, you played a project last time?
Yes, I did. So I had so many choices.
Don't move them down yet.
Oh, Randy's all trying to be
you might play a tile that lets you take a card.
That's true, I guess. So I'm gonna end up having to. Sorry, guys. It's like hard when you don't have. All right, so I'm gonna do this to take 2 tiles. Babe, just 2 off the top, please. Now, as you can see, now I have 8 tiles. Okay, so but first I'm gonna finish out my turn, so I get to play a building. This one lets me to play 7 when my 7 tiles are in my hand, which obviously you guys can see that I have. So, and then, actually we'll do it that way. Okay. All right, and then I get to play conservative action. If I have it, I don't. And then I get to flip over, which again, I don't yet. So now I do have to discard one. So, well, this one's a little rough.
All your tiles good and you don't want to discard any of them?
No, that's not it. So it's just that they're all kind of crappy is really what the problem is.
Alright, so now, whoops, whoa.
What are you doing over there, Randy?
My secret plan just got revealed.
Yes.
Alright, so now I get to pick up to 4 level.
So we're playing this game, guys, and I mean, I think that's about sums it up, right?
Well, the only thing that we didn't mention is, like, when I played this one with the arrows, if I had decided I wanted to put it there, I could, but I would have to take one of my tiles off the board and actually turn it into basically a wasteland, if you will. It's only worth it's worth 1 point at the end of the game.
Right, but multiple animals can use the same wasteland if it's in the direction that is needed.
Well, so you just called it a wasteland.
That's because you've defined it.
It's a dead zone.
It's not a dead zone. It's overflow space. They need a lot of room to move. Jaguars like to roam. Okay, it needed some free area. Now I don't know why the jaguar and the giraffe are sharing a space. That seems a bit.
Jaguar and giraffe.
Well, I have you can make multiple things use the same tile, and in that case, I have some questions. But
I just think it's decor around his enclosure. I don't think it's.
No, it's definitely roaming space.
My money's on the jaguar.
Anyway, so and then someone fills up the board like Randy said. The end of game conditions. I really like this game. Obviously, we started playing it.
Yeah,
we're filming.
Get absorbed into it.
Yeah, you kind of get absorbed into it because plus it's a lot shorter than Ark Nova.
Yeah.
If you're tight on time, but you still want a little bit of Ark Nova, this is it, baby. And you don't feel slighted by playing it either.
Right.
So you get that little bit of feeling in that short amount of time without feeling slighted. I feel like with Terraforming Mars, like the dice game and things, I feel slighted. It just makes me want to play Terraforming Mars. I don't think that's the case with this one. I get that feeling of Ark Nova without necessarily the time spent on it.
I still feel like I want to play Ark Nova more, but I mean, I like this. Don't get me wrong. One thing we didn't mention is there's cards that give you these little tokens, and these tokens also speed up the game because they reduce the number that you have to spend to play your conservation. So this counts as a conservation point towards your goal. So if you had 4 of something, you could play that token with it and make it a 5. You can't go from 0 to 1. But as long as you have 1 icon, you could add to it by that and supplement it to get to one of the goals. So it makes it faster to get there. And I like the way they made it so you have specific goals you have to accomplish in order to flip the cards and then give you get the upgraded ability on the other side. So I think they've done a good job of simplifying the game, still giving the feel of Ark Nova, and also in essence teaching you how Ark Nova works to some extent. There's still a lot more to Ark Nova that you have to learn.
Yeah, but it's a good stepping stone.
Yeah, if I were trying to take, knowing Ark Nova, if I were trying to teach a newer group and get them to transition to being able to play Ark Nova, I would start here. That's for sure.
But they may never want to leave because
it's
pretty decent.
It's a fun game and it's portable. This is way more portable than Ark Nova. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can take this and just put it in your game pack and just.
A lot less table space needed. So there's.
I don't know about that one. I mean, this takes a lot of space up here for the tiles, and then these boards are big.
Compared to Ark Nova, and I have to know all the cards out though. I don't know. You decide.
Yeah.
Give it a score.
I'm probably going to give this one 8.5.
I agree. It's a good one. It's good, solid. It just draws you in. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We had an absolute blast, and hopefully you'll come hang out with us again. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.